Happy Friday, guys. So today we're just gonna talk about what I was doing in Kenya before moving to Finland, and I'm going to try as much as possible to make it really short because I really hate when I go to a YouTube channel and people don't go straight to the point. And right now I even feel like I am really talking much, so let's get into it. So after high school, I thought that I wanted to study journalism. I really used to think that I'll be this next Catherine Kasavuli. Like, I used to make fun, and for those who don't know who that is, she used to be a really renowned journalist back in the day in Kenya. So that's what I thought I was gonna do, and I was already sure that I wanna go to Daystar because by that time that was like the journalism, like the IT school at the time. But then my dad didn't like it, didn't like the idea. So my second option was what I thought that I used to think that I wanted to do, because that's not what I wanted to do, but I used to think that it would be cool if I did it. So I just told him, okay, then how about law? And I was like, yeah, that sounds really cool. So I enrolled at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, and I enrolled the parallel program. And at the time, I think it was like a speed up program where we would close maybe for 2 weeks and then we would go to the next semester. Like, it was really fast. And I was there from 2009 till 2012, and I did like an absolute I did terrible, like, really. I like, you guys don't want to know, but anyway, I still graduated. I don't even want to think about it, but I graduated, thank Jesus. But yeah, immediately after graduation, I think I graduated in October, and then in December my dad passed away, and it was really quick and really shocking. So it wasn't like something we were really preparing for. I really didn't think that old man would die. Like, my old man was just like, the G. Like, he had gone through so much and he would survive, so it was a big blow. And because he had other wives, yeah, so we were left with like a big battle in court, which still is going on, by the way, and it has been almost, this year will be 8 years, you guys. Yeah. But anyway, after he died, I remember that I needed to go to Kenya School of Law because that's the next step anyway after you get a degree in law. And I got in, but I remember my stepmother didn't, like, she didn't want to pay for my school, and therefore we knew, like, now we are on our own. Like, literally we have been on our own anyway since my dad died. So, like, we knew that we really needed to survive. And I went to Kenya School of Law, and at that point I really felt like I was really pushing it. I was doing it because my dad has died. It's like this was his wish, and everybody's telling you, like, yeah, your dad wanted you to become a lawyer, or it's such a good cause, and everybody's like, oh wow, you're a lawyer. So I was living for the name. Like, I wasn't really living for myself. I felt like I was living because when I said, like, yeah, I have a degree in law, and everybody, whoa, like, I felt like I was that, like, a cool person and stuff like that. But inside, honestly speaking, like, it wasn't for me. Like, I would rather go out and have fun than study, and I'm sure most of you had the same feeling. Nobody likes to study. Okay, some people do, but to say the truth, like, I would do without studying if it was up to me. So anyway, during that time, I think when I was in Kenya School of Law, we were going through the court cases. I really wasn't having fun. Things were getting really difficult, and I wasn't enjoying law school at all. At the same time, I was really coming out from an absolutely toxic relationship. And at this point, I really felt like my life, literally, I remember one day telling my mom that I cannot see my future. Like, it's just total black. And fast forward to August of 2013, the same year I joined the law school, my mom agreed that I could defer because I really just felt I needed a break. And then the following year in 2014, I think that's when we really had this conversation, and I really told her that I really didn't feel like I wanted to be here. I felt like I needed to start over. I needed a new life. I just needed to rediscover myself. And we had originally thought about Finland when I was like 18. Immediately after high school, I wanted to come and pursue music and journalism in Finland, in Uvascula. But then, and I actually applied for it and everything, but my dad couldn't hear it. Like, he was like, no, you're too young. And at that time there was this like really shallow thinking, I don't know, that if you went abroad and you didn't have like documentation from a school in Kenya, like it always was difficult for you to transition into a workforce in Kenya. And that was his thinking at the time. He was thinking that if I went abroad and I studied in, like now in Finland, and then I wanted to come back to Kenya, that it would have been so difficult for me. So I remember him saying that first study in Kenya and then you can go for masters and stuff abroad. So now I'm thinking that I really don't like being here. Like, I'm another time now when I'm thinking all these things, I was working at some farm, and literally I remember they used to pay me 12,000. That's like, in short, like 120 euros, you guys, per month. And I just had to live at home, and that money, literally, I used to put gas for my mom to drop me to work, because there's no way it could afford rent, afford transport, afford lunch. So it's like I used to get paid to pay for my mom's gas so that my mom can drop me to work and then pick me up. Yeah, so it was just like nothing was really working at the time for me. So I told my mom about Finland, and at the time they still had free education. I would say, yeah, free education for even foreigners. It was kind of like a scholarship whereby you don't pay for school, but you pay for your own expenses, the accommodation and stuff. And for me, I thought that was a really good deal. And my mom was like, okay, so she considered it. And actually, I remember, because money was hard, like that time, nothing was working in our lives. Like, since my dad died, nothing was working. So miraculously, someone decided to sponsor me. And that's how I actually ended up in Finland. And have I looked back since? No. And to say the truth, right now I am the happiest I can be. I am so happy that I came here. And originally, actually, I came to study international business because I was thinking that I have a law degree, I will do an international business degree, and then I'll have a double degree, and then I'll major into something else, because at the time I was thinking that I would want to work in an international corporation like the United Nations or something, and I didn't want to be like governed by just working in Kenya. So already I think my mind had already settled that I want to go far. I just don't want to stay in Kenya. Like, my mind has always been like, I want to go, like I really want to go. So you guys, that's how I moved from Kenya to Finland, and those were kind of the things that I was doing while in Kenya. So maybe next time when I do another video, maybe I could do a video about like the toxic relationship that I was in at that time, and like things like maybe, yeah, and a short background about my family, what we are really fighting about in like what the court case is all about, why it's taking so long and stuff like that. But I don't know if I am allowed to do that because we are still in the process of the case. But of course I will do a video one time about the toxic relationship that I was in, that I did not have any business being in. I have learned, you guys, I have learned, trust me. But yeah, and so next video I will be talking, I think, about me coming to Finland, like the whole process from me packing my bags to me arriving here. Like, what were the first things that I was shocked to see, and what didn't I expect and then it was here, or what did I expect and it wasn't. So such such topics are what I'm gonna talk about. And please forgive my rambling, you guys. I'm still really nervous, and I'm trying to make it really short and really precise. So yeah, and you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I think I will record the next video quite soon. Ciao.